In this video, I'm excited to introduce you to some incredible women I follow. I call them my mental mentors. What are mental mentors? These are women whose life journeys inspire me and whose success strategies I want to learn from to enhance my own financial life. How did I get here? Actually, it was Mark Victor Hansen, the author of Chicken Soup for the Soul, who said you should always have a list of 200 people. 200 people you want to spend time with, grow with, expand your life by working with them, and who you want to be your mentors. And I've added to that list a desire to interview these mentors for my video podcast, Beyond the Block. I'll talk more about the title a little bit later. Now, creating a list of 200 women was a bit daunting for me. I really couldn't wrap my head around Mark's concept. Instead, I started with 5 exceptional women. 5 women who I admire greatly. I started my quest of researching them, and later I would extend an invitation for them to be on my video podcast. Now, how exactly did I go about researching my mental mentors? I made myself a research checklist. Yes, I did. And it included review their public interviews. This helps me get a sense of who the person is. Watch their TED Talks or public speaking events. Why? Public speaking is a valuable tool to learn, craft, and use. Explore their websites. Here's where I find out what they offer to the public. Understand their teams. Who do they work with and why? Besides, this is information I'll need when building my own business. Identify their mentors. Yes, mentors have mentors. Everyone has someone they admire and whose roadmap they adjust for themselves and follow. We don't get anywhere in life on our own steam. Learn about their advocacies. What are they passionate about? Study their money management formulas. This shows me how they succeeded in being prosperous and sometimes famous. Find out what books they've referenced for guidance. I use my library card frequently to reserve books that my mental mentors suggest. And I told myself, go back far enough, about 5 years, to see their transition from where they were to where they are now. This is their visual roadmap to success. Now this brings me to the title of my video podcast, Beyond the Block. Last year, I wrote a short memoir, it's still on Amazon, based on something my mother told me during my teen years. She said, baby, you have to go beyond the block. I'll go into more details as I present more videos about why Mama said that. So, who are these remarkable women on my list of mental mentors? Ready? They are all in Hamilton: Shonda Rhimes, Cleona O'Hara, Gayle King, and Rachel Rogers. Why did I choose these women? In the following videos, I'll share my why by telling you what I admire about them, the tools I've learned from them, the aids that I use on my journey to success and prosperity, and of course, much more. Now, let me tell you why I'm making these videos. It's because of a valuable lesson I learned as a union labor leader. Each year back in the early 2000s at the Northeast Summer School for Union Women, Ida Torres, who was the president of Local 3 in New York City, taught us an important lesson. She said, you must always put down ladders for other union sisters to climb. Although I'm retired from my New York City government job and no longer a union labor leader, I hold on to that lesson. And I made it my mission to put down ladders for other women's sisters to climb. My ladder will be a metaphorical one with an inclined set of rungs that are sturdy enough for women's sisters to stand on. It will be rigid and self-supporting, and I'll lean it against the wall of hope. And as the women's sisters climb, they will be able to look up and see the light of the women's sisters who had come before them and know always that they are not alone and they can be, do, and have whatever they can dream. I hope you will find value in these videos I will present to you, and you will have the courage to build your life of success and prosperity.